Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. This is a quick guide on how to complete the Scarlet Keep Grandmaster Nightfall. I will first show you the loadouts followed by the strategies we used. Timestamps are in the description below. This Grandmaster contains barriers and unstoppables. There are a couple of arc and solar shields, so have at least one weapon for each of those. The burn is also arc, so bring with you either an arc subclass or weapon. Moving on to loadouts, we had a Warlock running well for survivability combined with Phoenix Protocol to gain super energy upon getting kills while standing in the well. Our Hunter ran Revenant for ad clears along with renewal grasps to buff Duskfield grenades. Finally, our Titan ran Thunder Crash for damage combined with Heart of Inmost Light for spamming abilities. Moving on to weapons, the Warlock ran an Arbalest for stunning barriers, an Arc Hand Cannon for stunning unstoppables and to utilize a burn boost, along with an Arc Heavy Linear for DPS. The Hunter ran Outbreak for quick ad clears and for stunning barriers. They also ran a Grenade Launcher with Blinding for ad control and for stunning unstoppables. Lastly, an Arc Heavy Linear for DPS. The Titan ran with a Horde for ad control and for stunning unstoppables, an Arc Pulse Rifle for stunning barriers and to utilize the damage burn combined with a Heavy Linear for DPS. Moving on to mods, starting with the class item. I suggest you run Loosened Finishers so that you can finish with champions for heavy ammo. The second mod that you should be running is Advanced Scout, which makes champions that you stunned take additional damage from teammates. For leg armor, just run some scavenger mods. For your chest armor, I suggest you run the Season's Energy Diffusion mod as it will reduce all incoming damage by 5%. I also suggest equipping a Sniper Resist mod as there are a few snipers throughout the whole GM. For your gauntlets, don't forget your champion mods, and finally for the helmet, have some ammo finder mods on. If you have a solar helmet, I suggest you run Ashes to Assets, which will give you super energy upon grenade kills. These are the loadouts that we used. Either copy them or use them to make your own designs. You do not need the same loadouts, subclasses or characters that we have to complete this GM. With that out of the way, let's get straight into it. When you spawn in, take out the Acolytes and the Arc Shielded Knight in front of you. Proceed through the tunnels on the right, taking out the Acolytes along the way until you reach this large room. Keep to the right wall and use the high ground against the adds along the barrier champion at the back of the room. Be careful of the two snipers camping out on the top left and the right balconies. Clearing the adds first will leave the barrier champion vulnerable for an easy kill. Continue onwards through the doorway and again keep to the back. There will be Acolytes and solar shielded witches here. At this point you will be in the first room, where you will need to retrieve 2 orbs, one from each tower to load the bridge into the Scarlet Keep. Upon entering it, 2 barrier champions will spawn, one on each side. I suggest taking out the right side first and traveling together to the tower on the right. Be careful of the thrall that will rush you along the Arc Knight on the stairs because it can very easily 2 to 3 shot you. Once you clear them, use the top of the ramp to get rid of any remaining adds along with the witch protecting the orb. When you pick up the orb and make your way to the middle, another barrier will spawn, so what you can do is jump onto this small tower and use it against the adds. Then just repeat the same process on the left side. Kill the barrier, make your way to the tower, taking out the minor adds along the way and the witch at the end. Just like before, another barrier will spawn near the area where you need to dunk the orb. This time, if you want to use the tower for high ground, you will need to jump onto these spikes to get to the top. This time when you go to dunk the second orb, there will be a group of cursed thrall around it, so clear them out from a safe distance. Make your way up the bridge, and around halfway there, additional adds along with an unstoppable champion will spawn. Use the walls and spikes on the edge of a bridge for cover all the way to the top of the bridge. Kill the unstoppable along with the snipers on the ledge above it. Move up the bridge again until the next wave of adds will spawn. This time there will be witches among them. Once again, use the walls and spikes for cover or fall back to the ledge and use that instead. When you arrive at the end of a bridge, the third and final wave of adds will spawn, including a Shrieker at the back with a barrier champion. For this, I suggest you fall back down the bridge out of range of the Shrieker and snipe at all the adds until the Shrieker is on its own. Do not challenge the Shrieker, it isn't worth it. Continue making your way up the stairs, but be careful of the witches and snipers at the top of it. Up next is the plate room. Stay at the top and shoot down upon the acolytes below you. Somewhere among them will be a barrier champion which will sometimes hide. If you kill enough acolytes, the rest will begin to retreat, opening the barrier up for an easy kill. In this room, every plate will contain a mini boss witch, along with a barrier champion and a host of adds. Do one plate at a time and together. Activate the middle one and defend it. Use the stairs in front of you to get rid of a witch first, followed by the barrier hiding behind her. At any point you can step off the plate and fall back to the cover behind you. Then rotate to the left and repeat the same process. Kill the witch and the acolytes followed by the barrier at the back. Rotate to the right side for the final plate, rinse and repeat. Every plate has a set of stairs that lead to the walkway where the witch and the barrier spawn. Use these stairs against them. Make your way forward into the next area, and once you see this cliff line, take your time. There will be snipers here and a barrier at the top. Jump across to the castle walkway and make your way to this high ground. Use it against the floor below you and any acolyte in sight. On the next platform there will be a barrier, but if you kill a couple of adds and rush the position, the barrier will retreat and you can use the high ground to eliminate it. Using the same high ground, snipe at the adds at the far end. Have one person be the decoy and rotate to the front wall, which will open up the shrieker. The other two just provide cover fire to dispose of it, which will leave the next barrier at the back of the map on its own. Sometimes it will run away to the inside of a keep to join forces with another barrier champion. If it doesn't and you kill it nice and early, there should be one more barrier guarding the elevator along with some adds. This is the elevator room, which you can cheese. As you know, in between the floors the elevator will be ambushed by snipers. There are two ways to avoid them. Either a hunter with omnioculars or simply kill the first set of snipers you see and jump into the caves where they resided. Use them for cover and wait. You'll be teleported to the next floor, which we will call the second floor. There will be two open doorways, one to the left and the right. In each one will be a barrier champion. Just rotate to the one on the right and take your time clearing them out. Use the doorways and the walls in the middle of the rooms for cover. Kill the first barrier along the witch that is hiding in the middle. The last barrier will be on the far left, however it likes to run to the middle sometimes. Go back to the elevator and remember to destroy the crystal above it. Again, kill the first set of snipers and hide at their location. This will teleport you to the third floor. This time only one door will be open, and when you approach it an unstoppable champion will spawn. Use the elevator for cover if you need to. The remaining adds will flee to the left and the right sides of the room. At each end will be a witch, so use the cover around you to dispose of them both, one at a time. Be careful because the arc burn from the witches will easily kill you. Go back to the elevator, kill the next set of snipers and hide in their location. This time you'll be teleported to the fourth floor. This is the boss room. There is one little hiding spot you can use, but otherwise it will come down to patience. Once you kill the witches at the front of the room, proceed to the back middle area. Each time you damage the boss, adds will spawn, so use your kinetics against her. This way you can chunk her health a little at a time, and as soon as a wave of adds spawn, stop damaging her. Focus on the adds and get rid of them. Decide who is using their super first, and so on. Keep it up until she loses a bar of health, at which point some witches will spawn and the boss will gain a shield. Killing the witches will remove the shield. There is also a pile of bones to the right side of the area where you can hide behind them and snipe around the corner. However, it won't fit all three of you. Again, damage the boss until the adds spawn and then stop to focus on clearing the adds out. Be careful of the boss's blight attack. She will sometimes form a blight underneath you followed by a push. If you are too close to the edge of a map, she will throw you off it Sparta style. Keep your feet on the ground and slide out of it to avoid it. When a boss is on his last bar of health, again it will gain a shield. More adds including 2 unstoppable champions will spawn in the back left and right sides of a room. Either go to the far left or right corner and deal with one of the champions first. By going to the far corner, you have a little more time before the opposite unstoppable can reach you. These are the last champions that you need for platinum. Once the adds are dead and you have enough ammo, just damage the boss until she dies. Otherwise, damage her a little and clear the last wave of adds. And there you have it, that is how you complete the Scarlet Keep Nightfall on Grandmaster difficulty. If you have found the video helpful, then please like, share and post a comment. Don't forget to subscribe for more Destiny 2 guides. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.